Okay. Hi guys. I'm Sue, and this is my perspective. Sorry for the super low quality and somewhat low effort video this week, especially considering that I had it posted, I think, last week. Um, we're really having a time over here. Um, so today, I think we're just gonna have a pretty candid conversation because unfortunately that is all that I can muster for the time being. Um, I'm currently cramming for one of my last sets of midterms. So if you're in school or experienced school, you'll know that midterms or any form of testing or projects is just not a good time, like at all. It fucking blows chunks, and I'm suffering from it. But that's all right. I will prosper from the work that comes from it. Um, I am struggling with consistency here. I really want to continue to make content for YouTube and social media and things like that. I find great power and passion in it, and that's kind of what I go to school for, mass communications. So I really dig what I'm doing, but I find that, as life throws its shit at you, it gets harder and harder to like be your biggest fan and be like, today I'm going to film and edit and create things because that's what I want to do. It's unfortunate, really. I find that I am punishing myself with work and school and just trying to keep as busy as possible to avoid doing things that I love, because I'm currently just like in the mental mindset that I don't really deserve to be doing things that I love. And, if I am going to be doing that, it's probably shit. Um, Again, a very terrible, terrible mindset to have, but that's just kind of where my brain is at right now, unfortunately. But hopefully we can climb out of that. Sorry in advance, now that I'm thinking about it, if this is super all over the place. It is currently 1:19 a.m. in the morning, and I've been up for... Yes, I've just been up, so my brain's all over the place. I also don't have a script or bullet points in front of me like I normally would, so I don't sound as articulate or as well put together as I normally would. This is how I talk most of the time. I'm very all over the place. So just bear with me as best as you can. I will say though, on like the brighter side of things, and of like keeping busy, I do have a lot of really fun projects that I've been working on and writing, and I'm very excited to dedicate time to it. I just need to build the self-confidence and the charisma and esteem to do that. But behind the scenes, I've been working pretty closely with some Twitch streamers, which is really, really awesome. I've been making some really cool friends. Mother of Odin and ItsMeJonB, they're super awesome. I've been collaborating with them behind the scenes, and I've been on their Twitch streams here and there too, and I'll link them down below. I think you guys should check them out. They're wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people, and they've been really helping me like get over this creative hump that I've been going through. So I, shout out to them. Along with that, on like a more like personal striving note, I've been taking up social media gigs and jobs and managing other people's like professional businesses, which is very, very exciting. So that's taking up a lot of time for me, but like in a good way. And I also just think it's really helpful too to like pick up that like professional experience, and that also kind of helps build my self-confidence in what I'm doing, especially here and for myself. So I've been doing a lot of exploring in that, and I'm so incredibly grateful for the people that are letting me have access to their social media accounts, and entrusting that I will do a good job. And it's been a really good like self-esteem boost. Speaking of, fuck, speaking of, on self-esteem, we're really candid out here, Jesus Christ. No, speaking on the self-esteem part, I've been really, really dedicating myself to martial arts. That's something that I talked about previously in one of my tea talks. It's number 3, I think. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. I really like that video and what I did with it. But yeah, I've been dedicating a lot of time to martial arts recently. After going through some, I wouldn't say fun, but needed life events in terms of like romantic relationships, I found that this is a really great outlet for me to, again, on the topic of like building my self-esteem and my self-worth and just really pouring myself into an outlet that is healthy and productive. So that's been taking up a lot of my time. I'm like in the studio like 4, sometimes 5 days out of the week, and that takes a lot of energy and time and motivation and dedication to do, and I'm really proud of myself for sticking with it. Yeah, I will say though, some days it's harder to get in the studio and work, just because it's a very, well, we'll get into that later. It's hard to do physical activity and then look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I'm not a fucking piece of lard. That's not fun. But yeah, I've been really pouring myself into martial arts. So much so that I'm actually holding a seminar for it too. I'm very excited for that. A women's in martial arts seminar to kind of help build some of our younger adult or just younger female students in this very like heavily like male dominated lifestyle or sport. So I'm really excited for that. I've also been pouring my heart, blood, sweat, tears into that. So yeah. Going back to the topic of YouTube and the content that I'm creating for you guys. First off, a lot of you guys are so incredibly kind and wonderful in the comments and have been nothing but patient with me, and I very, very much appreciate that. Like I said before, I take hiatuses like it's my job. It does not take a lot for me to get sidetracked or discouraged with myself, so that's a lot of the reasons why I have large gaps in my videos, is because I'm discouraging myself from posting content. But you guys have been nothing but sweet and kind and reaching out and asking like, when's the next video, and being happy about it and for me. I greatly appreciate it. I truly don't think I deserve it, but thank you so much. I have a lot of scripts written up, both funny and serious, and tea talks and candid. I'm very, very excited to share them. It's just, I need to get over my own mental hurdles, and I will be actively pursuing that, because it sucks trying to be your biggest fan but also your biggest critic. That is a really rough balance trying to figure out, but I'm going to figure it out. I'm a stubborn motherfucker, so I'm going to. And when I do, you will see the fruits of that labor firsthand. Oh, shit. Yeah, I think that's all that I've got right now. Wow, I feel better now that we've got that situated. But again, thank you all so incredibly much for your patience and your kindness and your sticking with me for like the year and some change that I've been here. It's a small community, but it's a community that I very much love and enjoy, and I'm excited to see where it goes and grows, especially as I start to make friends with other aspiring content creators. I'm very excited for this new journey and chapter in my life. And I guess I also just, before I wrap this up, I'd like to say, if you are facing difficult times, oh, that was my Discord, hold. But if you are facing difficult times, whatever it may be, life has a large variety of challenges and difficulties, some that I couldn't even imagine what you might be going through. But if you're having, just a time, I have you in my thoughts. I really hope it gets better for you in any way, shape, or form that it needs to. Know that I'm sending my love as much as I can, and that I hope you're taking care of yourself, and that you are getting the love and attention and resources that you need, or seeking that, or I hope that it's coming your way. Yeah, I hope it all just goes well for you. I know what it's like to feel really down in the dumps, especially on yourself. We are, again, our biggest critics, but we really should be our biggest fan. So yeah, it is now 1:27 a.m. in the morning, and I have meetings and schoolwork to attend to in the morning. So I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so much for listening to my candid conversation. Maybe I'll do more of this. I kind of like this free balling, throw it to the wall, see if it sticks. But I love you all, and I hope to see you next week with some brand new, fresh content. I'm Sue, and this is my perspective, as raw as it gets.